So I found some guys at Salt Lake City in FNAF. Let me show you the guys. Here's what the guys sound like. So those are the guys. And I thought when I saw them that they were really cute. I bought them immediately. They're most definitely bootlegs, but I think they're really cute. So as long as it doesn't look ugly, it's fine with me. However, I did notice a lot of canonical inaccuracies, which was, grating to my FNAF theorist brain. But I thought it might have been a fun idea to paint them to be lore accurate and also to make them look a little bit better, because this guy has seen some business. Oh, goodness. Freddy and Chica look very similar design-wise, which makes me think that they were based on the movie interpretation, because they have a lot of details that I really like about them, and some details that I don't like and I think are stupid, so I'll be fixing that. Foxy and Bonnie, I didn't see a blue Bonnie. Probably got all bought up because Bonnie is popping these days. Good for him. He and Foxy look less detailed, so I'd like to add some of the details. I'll give you a better look in a second. But there are less details on Foxy and Bonnie than there are on Freddy and Chica, so I'd like to add those, along with both of them have the wrong eye color. Like I said, you'll see it in just a second. Springtrap looks, goodness to gracious, awful. The reason I didn't... You'll see him in a second. The reason I didn't get Golden Freddy was because that they only had the movie Golden Freddy, and I definitely wanted to go for more the video games, hence Purple Bonnie. And I just didn't look closely enough at Springtrap, and I'm excited for you to see how goodness to gracious dirty they did him. But honestly, is there any surprise? I am hard pressed to find a piece of Springtrap merch that gets him accurate, except for that backpack. That backpack's pretty good. Not accurate, but it's pretty good. Please enjoy this terrible angle of the boys. I'm setting up my camera on a cup, so that's fun. I'm gonna go through each of the guys and tell you what is inaccurate canon wise to their appearance. We can start with the two good ones, which is Freddy and Chica, which, like I said, were kind of based on the FNAF movie. Freddy's design super rules. They made it so that the movie animatronics have individual arm sections, if you can see that, and a lot of individualized detail. I'm not a huge fan of the brown spots that I guess are there to make him feel like he's textured or something, which is, a decision to make. So I'll probably be covering a lot of those black spots. Freddy looks great. The only two things that I really have with his appearance are the fact that his snout is kind of this weird peach color, which it's not supposed to be that peach color. It's just supposed to be a lighter brown, but I don't really want to paint the whole thing again, and it doesn't look bad, so I'll leave it. And then another thing that's not really canon accurate is that the inside of his ears are actually supposed to be darker than the outside of his ears. I already pre-mixed all the paint, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get in there. Let's hope it's not dry. Oh, it's dry. Okay, I re-wet the paint. They're acrylic, so I don't know how well that's gonna work. But we're just gonna come in and just cover up these spots. The paint that I used was kind of shiny. I have this metallic paint, so I'm just gonna try and go over the whole back, and then probably the back of the head. I'm not used to painting stuff, so this is kind of exciting. This is kind of new. I think I'll leave the splotches on his chest since they're not super noticeable. It's just this other stuff that's a little bit noticeable that I don't like. Watch me ruin these guys forever and I look back on it and I hate them. That'd be so crazy. There's Freddy. What a cutie. Oh wait, his dark ears or whatever. Do not be destroyed, Freddy, or I will die. Oh yeah, that's nice. I like that. Look at that cutie. This is back looking not terrible. Chica! Chica looks great. Purple eyes, bib that says let's eat. She just has those brown spots for some reason all over her, like Freddy does. Her cupcake has problems, which we'll get into. I have like Dollar Tree brushes, which is kind of lame, but you know, we're surviving despite the horror. Cover up these dark spots. Looks a little weird, but we ballin'. Do I even want to tackle what's going on up here? I'll just give it a shot. It's just there's so many nice details with the endoskeleton legs and stuff like that that I don't want to mess up. I could take this thing apart. I don't know why I didn't do that earlier, and I don't know why I'm not doing that now. Isn't that kind of interesting? Look, it's fabric. Because there's dark spots everywhere. That's how you know it's fabric. Chica! Alright, next are Foxy and Bonnie, which I think were made to be their game counterparts, like I was saying before. They don't have the detail that what I assume was the movie animatronics had. They don't have the segmented arms. They don't have that extra brown stuff that I didn't like. I'll start with Bonnie. So Bonnie's purple. If you don't like that Bonnie's purple, I mean, fair. Something wrong that is kind of up with him right now is the fact that he has freckles. Probably, I don't know if you can even see it. He does have black freckles, which is kind of indicative of this being a Freddy head recolor. And also that he has blue eyes, which is also a Freddy thing, which is kind of interesting. So I'm not going to go too crazy, but I do want it to match with the other two animatronics, so I am going to draw just like small little segments on the arms and legs, and then I'm going to try and recolor those eyes. Bonnie, oh, and I'm going to get rid of the freckles, but Bonnie has, I mean, I've always thought that they were pink eyes, but you know, some people think that it actually might be red. I'm just going to go with like a reddish pink, something solid, something in the middle. I had to re-wet this dried up color, so let's hope this isn't like gross and wrong looking. Bye, freckles! Okay, these eyes are absolutely minuscule, so let's hope I don't mess up immediately. There we go, much better. You can't see it. It looks good, trust me. That's one fine son of a gun. I'll probably do a tiny black dot once it dries. I am gonna take him apart because I want to do his body. That was the bite of 87. Let's get that metallic sheen. I'm probably just gonna do black. The movie ones did a black and then a gray print over it. I will not be doing that. Let's see, they had one at the shoulder and then one at the crook of the elbow. Other side. Look at that. That's an animatronic for real. Okay, and then they just have one at the knees. Or at least Freddy has one at the knees, and then Chica has her, like, bird feet. We're just gonna do one at the knees. Okay, my video cut off because I didn't have enough room on my computer because I downloaded Crusader Kings 3 yesterday, and my computer needs more memory. So here's Bonnie. I didn't know how far I got with Bonnie, but there he is. Got the back of the knees. And then I also did Foxy, which is a shame because I did a really good job on him, so it's a shame that you didn't get to see it all. I did Withering on the back, kind of added a little bit more depth by using like a darker pink and a darker red to certain parts. The head was like really good, so there wasn't much I had to change there. I just gave him yellow eyes. I don't know how well you can see that. Then I did a little bit of the cupcake. There's the cupcake. It went from ugly brown to pink. The eyes on the cupcake are good. Everything else on the cupcake is good. I mean, I guess I could change the top of the cupcake to be like its little orange flame instead of this red flame. Actually, that's a great idea. I think we're gonna do that. Okay, bad news. I paused the video and accidentally painted a bunch of stuff and then realized that the video was paused the whole time. So we're back in business. You guys saw like half of what was happening. What I did was I painted a little white stripe on the little candle, like a little curly stripe that goes around. And then I also painted the top of the candle orange instead of that brown color, which was what Mr. Cupcake was sporting. And then I also painted a little bit of Bonnie's guitar, making it FNAF Theorist approved guitar. This was red before. I painted the guitar neck black because that's how it is in the games. And then this little triangle at the top was black, and I painted it white because that's how it was in the games. So I'm glad I didn't move on to Springtrap, who has all kinds of things wrong with him. Let me just go over what needs to be fixed. Like I said before, I picked Springtrap because the Golden Freddy was clearly from the FNAF movie. It was a kind of yellowish brown color. It had the missing ear, the bright blue eye. It was standing up, I guess, but you know, I mean, what can you do with Legos? It's not like you can make them sit down. Oh, never mind. And I wanted to get the game versions of the animatronics. So I picked up Springtrap, and also Springtrap's my favorite, so too bad I didn't look at him too closely because he's could not be more hideous. I don't know why they made him like that. Like, all the other animatronics look fine, but his eyes are crazed. His like mouth isn't all the way pointed through. He still has his ear attached instead of one ear missing. Torso doesn't look too bad. Like, I love what the withering is with his like intestines that you can see through, but then on the back it looks terrible. It's like 4 evenly placed bug bites, I guess, and these holes are like weird and freaky. So we're just gonna fix that. We're gonna section off the arms like we did with Foxy and Bonnie, and we're gonna add some more withering, so like some black, maybe a little bit of black on this side of the head. It looks like there should be withering here, but it's just like straight up not. There's texture. The model's good besides being the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. We're going to kind of add a little bit more dimension on the back so it doesn't look like something that makes me want to throw up. Of course, that would be very Springtrap vibe, so maybe that's not too bad. Just kidding, we're gonna fix it. We might add a little bit of red, add a little bit of dark green for that depth, and then we're gonna paint some eyelids on him so he doesn't look like a absolute deranged freak. And we're also gonna cut the ear with a pair of scissors. So I'm gonna go get a pair of scissors. If I do not unpause the video, I think I'll just die. Okay, goodbye earpiece. Look at how big the scissors look to his head. Looks a little stupid. Oh well, at least it's lore accurate. Okay, let's get those eyelids going. Instantly not a deranged lunatic on that side. And it's okay if it looks messy because it's Springtrap and he's supposed to look messy, so that's what I said when I crocheted myself a tiny little Springtrap plush. Springtrap, he's supposed to look hideous. Now let's just do a little bit of withering with his ears. I wonder why his ears just look like that. Don't they look kind of dumb? Am I the only one that's thinking that? Add a little dimension to these already withered spots. Make it so that the contrast between the black and the green isn't so much by adding these dark green splotches. I'll do more withering on the arms after I get done. Ah, look at those terrible legs. My gosh, I didn't even see that. Barely better. Not even like a little better. I like this side though. The side isn't too bad. Ugh, I just hate the like holes just right next to each other. Not like, you know, tearing. It's just straight up holes. Like this terrible back that I want to die. We call that a spring back. What is happening with the back of this guy's head? I'm gonna get a little bit of red in here. Well, first let's do those arms and then I'll get the red. So I mixed the green with this red. Oh, wait, I wasn't gonna do the red. My hands are so shaky, it's wild. Hex's new Springtrap plush looks very cool. I like it. I haven't bought it though. It's on my list. My long, ever-growing list. Did you guys hear the rumors about how Sanchi is gonna be doing maybe the Springtrap and Plush Trap? Or Sanchi. Sanchi's gonna do the Springtrap and Plush Trap plush next. I'm gonna extend his mouth out just a little bit because it looks better that way. Tell me that it doesn't look better, other than his like weird pursed lips version. What were they thinking? What an absolute awful creature. Now let's see if I can paint him some teeth without ruining everything, just on the sides. Alright, not too bad. Okay, I got some red and mixed it with the green. Oh, that looks like brown. Let me get more red in there. Red and green make brown? Who would have thought? Not color theorists. I don't think I should do any in the head because it's just the skull in there. I'll just add a little bit of this up in the front. I should do withering here. That's what I should do. Scott could not have been cooking more when he came up with Springtrap's design. There's nothing I love more than irony, and just the irony between killing these kids in this suit and then you go off and die in this suit. The suit that you used as a disguise to pretend to be cheerful and happy when in actuality you are absolutely rotten on the inside, becoming your personal tomb basically, and it being like forced on you after you die, and then it becomes as rotten outside as you are inside. So now the disguise, you get what I'm saying? You see the irony? I can't believe my amazing analysis of Springtrap is going to be seen by like the 4 people watching this video. What an absolute creature. He has way too many teeth, and I actually kind of like that about him. He was honestly giving Scraptrap with that forehead of his. So let me actually just add a little bit. There we go. There they are. Freddy, Chica, Foxy, Bonnie, together we are FNAF to destroy Springtrap.